Well, back to the present, and Bristol Rovers have a game tomorrow. They're playing local rivals Swindon Town. Now, a win for Swindon would almost certainly guarantee them survival. Bristol Rovers are hoping for a top half of the table finish. Of course, coach Paul Trollope has plenty of connections with Swindon. His father was a player and a coach there, but he insists winning is the only thing that matters.
I'm a professional, and I want 3 points to secure a top half finish. That's my sole aim. Whatever the opposition, whatever the stakes of the opposition, whatever interest outside it is irrelevant to me.
I think the fact that we might be safe is a great incentive to us. We still don't know. We don't know what the results other teams will get. That's in the lap of the gods. But I certainly think that from our point of view, we have to just simply focus on what we need to do, and then we'll take stock of it after that.
Well, elsewhere in League One, Yeovil Town are now safe after a 1-1 draw at Tranmere. Swindon Town are also certain of League One football after Simon Cox scored twice to see off Bristol Rovers by 2-1.
A lot of teams, have been put back into areas where they thought they were clear of, and we were one of those teams. And today, not only do we have the pressure of that, not only do we have the pressure of trying to get 3 points, we had a derby game to boot, and it's had all the ingredients of a cracking game.
In the end, unfortunately, Cox had a little bit too much for us with a makeshift defence that we had in place. So frustrating afternoon, but there were some positives in terms of the spirit and the commitment and the work ethic the players showed.
Swindon's decision to spend £200,000 on Simon Cox 14 months ago has proved to be a good one. The former Reading striker moved on to 30 goals for the season in all competitions, with a double against Bristol Rovers, his first after a mix-up in the visitors' defence. Rovers had lost their previous 2 on the road, but grabbed a somewhat fortunate equaliser. Kevin Amankwa's attempted clearance hit Daryl Duffy, and the ball crept in past Robins keeper Phil Smith. But Swindon went on to get the victory that guaranteed their League One status. Amankwa's cross wasn't cleared, and Cox beat keeper Steve Phillips to move one behind Rovers' Ricky Lambert in the hunt for the Golden Boot.
Swindon knew victory over local rivals Bristol Rovers would keep them in League One, and they made a great start when Simon Cox fired them ahead on 4 minutes. Rovers got a fortunate break to equalise when Kevin Amankwa's clearance cannoned off Daryl Duffy and past the helpless Phil Smith. But Cox has virtually single-handedly led Swindon to safety, and his 27th goal of the season secured the 3 points the Robins needed.
Relief at the county ground, where Swindon won't be taking a tumble. They'll leave that to their opponents, much to the delight of Simon Cox. Rovers got their share of fortune too, but not even Daryl Duffy's delightful deflection could save them from a 5th defeat in 7 matches. Predictably, it was Cox who finished them off, breaking the 30-goal barrier to cap his breakthrough season.
Peterborough, who join Leicester in the Championship next season. Millwall, the MK Dons and Leeds all guaranteed top 6 finishes. Tranmere or Scunthorpe will join them in the playoffs, and they meet next weekend. Walsall were the big movers in mid-table. The win at Stadium MK lifted them from 14th to 11th. Swindon also climbed a couple of places after beating Bristol Rovers. At the bottom, confirmation that Cheltenham go down along with Hereford, and the outlook's bleak for Crewe and Carlisle.